up, James. What's the mood like around the place?
Everyone's very excited. Yeah, we've obviously playing a very good team in the Sydney Swans in their home ground or their home city. So it's exciting. Round one, and the club's ready for a big year.
Were there nerves, James, on your part as well as the players?
No, I don't think so. I think we've all been here before, but obviously there's a sense of excitement and a sense of a new beginning with the start of a new season.
Do you feel this can maybe galvanise the group and go up there? It's a massive challenge, but the timing might be right to pull off a surprise.
Yeah, well, we're excited about going up there to play. Always, when you go into state to play, I think it's good. We enjoy going into state because you do get to spend some time together. And it's a bit of an us against them mentality when you go into state, so we're looking forward to that.
Have you had a chat to them about sort of harnessing those emotions and maybe not carrying too much of that emotion into the game, or is that not a problem at all?
No, we're just going to play footy. I mean, the events of earlier in the week are finished. We can move on, and the guys are looking forward to playing footy. So we really haven't spoken about it since really Wednesday, and I think we're ready to move on.
How do you feel the guys will run out the game, obviously not having played?
Yeah, it's a question mark. We think we've trained very hard. We think we've got the work into them, but because they haven't played a practice match, so to speak, we're not absolutely sure that they'll get through the 120 minutes. But I think most players, even if they've played 2 or 3 practice games, realise that this is different, and that the 120 minutes at full round one intensity always seems to be the hardest game of the year, so to speak.
Is there going to be any changes to how the team played last year? I've noticed you've named Carlisle back early forward. Is that a permanent move?
We'll see. I mean, obviously they've got some reasonably good forwards, the Sydney Swans, and whether Tippett ends up playing or not, it will depend on exactly how we line up. But we're looking forward to obviously having our best players in their best positions, and things will change a little bit. They do change every year.
Did your mood change at all after Ben McDevitt came out? Because there was jubilation, and then he's basically put it back on the agenda. There could be an appeal.
I haven't read a paper, listened to Ben McDevitt in the whole time he's been there, so I don't think I'd start now.
Jason Winderlich, what's his progress or situation at the moment?
Yeah, it's not great. Jason's back's reasonably sore. He's obviously had a bad back 6-7 years ago, and his back's still a bit sore. So we'll give him a little bit of time. We obviously think he's a very important player to us. We want to get him right and make sure that he has a good year, not probably risk him in the first few rounds, but we want some good football out of him, middle to later in the year.
So while the outlook in the short term isn't that positive, longer term you still think you can get some footy out of him?
Yeah, we certainly hope so.
You've known Jobe a long time. I mean, his leadership just through this, and again what he showed during the week. Comment on that?
Yeah, Jobe's a fantastic person. He's a great footballer, but off the field his leadership over the last 2 years has been outstanding. It's obviously when you see people deal with hardship, you see what they're really like as leaders, and he's stood up and done more than stood up. He's been terrific. So yeah, I think some football clubs are very, very fortunate to have a person like Jobe Watson as captain.
The Buddy factor, he's been great against the Bombers in past. Will Carlisle possibly play on him? Is that why he's gone back?
We'll wait and see. Buddy's obviously an extremely good player. He's hard to play on because of his athleticism and his good football brain. So we need to do some work on that, and we've got our ideas of how to stop him, but they haven't worked in the past. So we'll change a little bit and see what happens.
Cooney's first game for the club. What are you hoping to see from him?
Yeah, Adam is a terrific player. He's been very successful at the Western Bulldogs. Obviously had a couple of injury-ridden years, but last year performed very well. So we've got a quality player who has an amazing pre-season. We're not putting too much expectation on him, but just want him to go and be part of the team, play his role, and add some speed and also good foot skills to our team.
You take a couple of extras up, or 1 extra, 2 extra?
We'll take a couple of emergencies up, yeah.
You give us some names, or we have to work that out at the airport?
No, who's going to go up? Jason Ashby will go up, and we'll decide whether Gwilt or Langford will go up as well. So yeah, we'll make that decision next hour or so.